Another key important part that we've spoken about is stability and reliability. And the way we've thought about this is over the years, we've seen so many different failure modes that people run into with deploying these LLMs. And we've hardened our deployments to be able to be extremely resilient to all of these different failure modes. So we focus on doing rolling updates so that if there is any problem with an update to the deployment, there are existing deployments, there are existing replicas that are unaffected and you can still service your customers. We do continuous health checks so that if a deployment gets stuck, it gets very quickly restarted so that this does not affect your production workloads. And we are able to boast a very high SLA to reflect this. We do network level retries as well, so that if there's a problem on the network level, we are able to catch that quickly. We have high availability backups, so we deploy replica clusters in different regions in case sort of with one of our vendors or something that happens where there is a cluster-wide problem or a region-wide problem where our data plane can go down at the data center. It ensures that your service is unaffected. And then one thing that we've all seen is that sometimes if you're sort of pulling models semi-regularly from Hugging Face, there have been a lot of disruptions in the past. And so what we've done is we've cached and replicated the model weights to ensure that even if there's an upstream disruption on a third-party vendor, we are able to continue to service our customers and their sort of these mission critical LLM inference use cases. And then lastly, around security and privacy, one thing that we have championed is being able to do all of this inside your VPC. So the Predibase VPC is our offering to be able to run the Predibase cloud inside your own private cloud, or the Predibase offering inside your own private cloud. And what that allows you to do is you get the latest open source models, you get the latest proprietary fine-tuning stack, and you get all the software optimizations that we have put in on hardware that you fully control and on network configs that you fully control with complete sort of visibility into what's going on. So we work with you to deploy that directly into your AWS, Google, or Azure account and run it in there. This provides sort of full data isolation, so none of the data ever leaves your cloud, and it means that your security team can sort of rest at ease knowing that if this is a very if this use case is sort of very security critical, or there are a lot of regulations around that, you can sort of in-house the whole thing and feel very comfortable doing that. And we're doing this with a few very successful customers that have really enjoyed this. But again, all of this means nothing without a very fast underlying inference engine. So we have sort of put out LoRaX before, and people have seen a lot of success with that. But we've taken it a step beyond and really gone after performance in a very aggressive way. And with our Inference 2.0 stack, what we have done is we've started with a fork of the LLM, which is an open source LLM inference project that really the community has gathered around. And using that, we have done a lot of work and added key optimizations to unlock sort of best-in-class open source model inference. So a few things that we have done is we've added TurboLoRA support by rewriting the entire speculative decoding flow in VLLM. We'll give you a refresher of what TurboLoRA is in a minute, but it's just sort of speculative decoding plus LoRa's to unlock sort of best-in-class inference for your own fine-tuning. We've added support for chunk prefill with speculative decoding, which is chunk prefill is this awesome optimization that allows you to keep your GPUs fully utilized and really increase speed, but it's notoriously incompatible with speculative decoding, and we've spent a lot of time figuring that out and gotten that to work. And we also allow for this sort of what we call multi-turbo inference, which means that you can serve multiple speculative decoders simultaneously for different tasks. so that on similar to Lorax, on your base, if you have one base model, you can have multiple speculators and multiple LoRa's to do multi inference, so that you can get multiple fine-tuned models on one underlying base deployment. And what this allows us to do, and the upgraded features for our customers, is that with our Inference 2.0 engine, we have much better support for embedding and classification models, which we're seeing more and more become this very important part of a larger AI strategy when people come to their inference providers. We've seen across the board faster inference times over Lorax, our original open source inference library. We've seen state-of-the-art inference speeds for LoRa serving. So if you're interested in serving a LoRa really fast, we're able to serve you much, much better than before. We've upgraded speculative decoding to unlock even faster inference. So our optimizations within Inference 2.0 have really unlocked faster speeds. And then again, going back to that chunk prefill prospective decoding combination, this has really been the foundation for a lot of these speed ups that we've seen.